Welcome to the channel. My name is FaZeCast, and RYL Mervda and I are going to rank every hero in Art of War Legions on a tier list and provide you with some excellent tips. Well, he will mostly be the one providing you with excellent tips because he's a really smart guy and has a lot to say. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and like this video if you want to see more like it. And you are of course welcome to leave comments below telling us how you would rank every hero in Art of War Legions on your own tier list, or you can criticize our tier list that we made. Do whatever you want. I wanted to keep things short, so I pre-made my hero tier list, so let's quickly go over it. Now first, you might notice that I have Athena, Odin, Arthur, and Beowulf on the side, along with Cassandra, Hohenheim, and Diana. That's because I think these are special heroes. We need to study the four at the top a little more to really understand which ones are the best in my opinion. I have had a lot of time with these four heroes, and I don't really know. Then we have Cassandra, who will boost your probability in the Temple of Fusion to get the troops that you want. We have Hohenheim, who will get you a bunch of extra coins. And we have Diana, who works really well against Cerberus and honor hunting. In the S tier, we have Zeus and Chione, who I think are the top two heroes right now. Zeus's active skill called Nimbus will basically wipe out other heroes and other armies with multiple lightning strikes. And Chione's freezing field active skill will freeze enemy armies and cause damage to them. In the A tier, we have Selene and Poseidon. These are two trustworthy heroes. A lot of people still use them. Selene was recently nerfed. I believe the duration of her immunity was decreased a little bit. And then people are worried that Poseidon might not be effective against level 9 and level 10 troops, but I'm still seeing him do really well in the arena. In the B tier, we have Ivan, Drake, and Apollo. A lot of people use Ivan. I personally am not the biggest Ivan fan. I think a really good counter to Ivan is Arthur. But Ivan is a formidable hero, and that's why I stuck him up the B exactly where Daddy likes it. We have Drake and Apollo, who increase your army's attack percentage, and they're actually really good in honor hunting against Cyclops. In the C tier, we have Davison, who is probably one of the best heroes, if not the best hero to use in levels when grinding up to level 6000. He also can increase attack, so he's really good in Cyclops. And some people kind of do well with him in the arena. In the D tier, we have the Grim Reaper and Edward. No one besides a few testers and myself have a high level Grim Reaper. No one's really using him. He's really good with a lot of single load units, and that's not really in the meta right now. Edward is a really interesting hero. He can do really well in the arena at high levels. He has a skill called Intimidation that reduces the attack and attack speed of the enemy's army. Try him out. Between D and E, I have Mephisto, Horus, and Neza. I think these are interesting heroes. I'm just not that into them. In the E tier, we have Harrison, Wukong, and Dracula. I think Harrison may have a comeback sometime soon. His Space Annihilation skill can do a lot of damage, plus his legendary skill allows him to revive himself and parts of his army. In the F tier, I just put the rest of the heroes. I was kind of high on Ains and Green last time. I still think they're pretty good. There is a lot of room for improvement in all of these. The next Art of War Legions hero tier list was provided by RYL Mervda. He put Athena and Odin in the S tier, Zeus, Selene, Chione, and Poseidon in the A tier, Drake, Apollo, and Diana in the B tier, Ivan, Edward, and Davison in the C tier. Between C and D, he put Arthur, Cassandra, and Hohenheim. In the D tier, he put the Grim Reaper, Mephisto, Horus, Beowulf, and Neza. In the E tier, he put Harrison, Wukong, and Dracula, and everyone else is in the F tier. RYL Mervda has a lot of really good information to share, so grab a chair, throw it out the window, and sit on the floor because FaZe Daddy has a story to tell. I'm just going to read what he wrote. First, let's ensure that we keep a hero ranking list in context. It's unfair to think any single hero is king of the mountain. Even if one is the king or queen, the developers will quickly change it. Truth is, if you want to be in the top 100 and stay there, you need multiple level 15 heroes rated C or above in this tier list, as the game uses a rock, paper, scissors format, and heroes generally have a nemesis. So if you're losing on defense, don't sweat it. There is always someone out there with a bigger army or the hero that beats your army. The advantage always goes to the attacker. With the introduction of level 9 troops, heroes are no longer the dominant deciding factor in the battle, and I think formation will start to play a bigger part in the tactics than it did 2 seasons ago. In the meantime, everyone is in an arms race for level 9 troops. Let's make sure we keep a reasonable expectation for accumulating hero shards. If hero shards are only available in card wheel events, your supply is limited and it will take months to get them. Based on what we have seen so far, the game changes is faster than that. Setting out on your quest today to get the best hero, only to have that hero no longer be the best by the time you are done, is downright evil and unfair. So please be warned, starting with the S tier, currently Athena and Odin will rule over all other heroes. After all, Odin is a king. These heroes represent the next power level of hero to feed our quest for power and our addiction to this game. Zeus, I originally had him between S and A because he is the only hero to defeat Athena and her 49 voodoo doll army, a feat no other hero has done. Achievements matter. In the arena, Zeus is scaling very well, as people upgrade their armies with level 9 troops. Frankly, he scares me, but after completing this, I changed my mind and he belongs in the A tier. Selene is no longer the queen of the arena, but still extremely strong. I put her in the A tier. One aspect going for her is the economics of her army. The troops you play with her do not involve heaps and heaps of legendary troops. Frost archers excluded, everyone needs those anyway. This helps save your precious gems from being needed for fusing and can be redeployed to gather the #1 limited and most important resource in the game, honor hunting badges. Kione, however you say her name, scales well with level 9 troops and uses crowd control to delay attackers. Zeus is good competition for her as he uses similar tactics. However, Zeus can kill a hero 1 vs 1, Kione can't. I also placed Poseidon in the A tier and I promoted him from C because of how he fits in the rock, paper, scissors format of the game, which is shared by all the A tier heroes. Kione, Selene, Poseidon, Zeus, Kione. Onto the B tier, I have listed Drake, Apollo, and Diana because these heroes are useful in other aspects of the game, mainly honor hunting events, getting you those precious honor hunting badges. I place Ivan and Davison and originally Poseidon in the C tier because they are still good heroes and can often surprise you. Poseidon is my favorite hero to play because I think he is the most fun. Regardless, he and Ivan are severely handicapped with the level 9 troop meta. Both heroes relied on burst damage, which hasn't scaled well with the large increase in health for level 9 troops. They don't effectively remove your opponent's DPS from the board anymore. Ivan is a great hero for the price. Poseidon at a high level, depending on the formations, is still good for going up against Ivan and Kione. Poseidon still struggles at low levels, whereas Davison is really strong at lower levels and is a great hero for grinding those levels to 6,000. Davison is also readily available on the wheel. His ease of access and effectiveness in leveling combined with the fact that he can occasionally surprise you in the arena earns him a C rating. Free-to-play players rejoice. I have noticed Edward really shines with level 9 troops and is quite viable. Give him a try. I would put Arthur between C and D. Until recently, he had a good role in honor hunting until a silent nerf that the developers neglected to communicate to us all removed his effectiveness. In a few experiments while farming, he was doing well at the back of the formation to ambush backline attackers. However, this same nerf has also affected that role. Consequently, I have demoted him to a C-. Otherwise, I would have ranked him with an A-, just below Selene. Both Cassandra and Hohenheim are rated here because they have uses in the game. Cassandra for her wish list bonus in fusing, and Hohenheim for his extra gold while doing dailies and farming levels is crucial for building your army quickly so you win all of your levels. All heroes listed above. If I had the shards, I would gladly pay the gems needed to level them up. The next batch of heroes are all ranked as D because they haven't been proven yet, and the jury is still out. I've seen some low-level Horus and Beowulf, and they are just too brittle. However, they may scale well, we just don't know yet. Save your resources and let the rich people figure it out. At this point, if I had the shards, I would pay the gold to get them to level 10 or so, but I would be hesitant about using gems to take them higher, until someone has taken them to level 15 with an accompanying army of 9s. I give Harrison, Wukong, and Dracula an E rating because they are fun and famous. All the rest go in the F tier, and I wouldn't even spend the gold to get them to level 2. Well, perhaps the gold, but definitely not the gems. I'd like to thank RYL Mervda for sharing his tier list and information about heroes. Thank you so much, and thanks all of you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. It helps out a lot. I'll see you guys later.